Hi everyone, welcome to Helppo. I'm Catherine Slingsby. Today we're going to be talking about the IELTS, specifically examining how to approach the matching heading questions from the general reading section. While the examples are drawn from the IELTS General Training Exam, which is for people who want to work in or immigrate to an English-speaking country, the principles are the same for the IELTS Academic Exam, which is for people who want to attend university in an English-speaking country or seek professional certification. If you'd like to practice answering questions before hearing our explanation, please pause the video so you can read the questions to yourself. Alternatively, the practice questions used in this video are publicly available on the official IELTS website, link below. You can pause the video now, read the passage and questions at your own pace, and then join us again when you're finished. Ready? Let's get started. Step number 1. Understand the type of question. There are many types of questions on the IELTS. However, the matching heading questions have a number of unique aspects. This video will help you approach them correctly. Let's start by taking a look at a sample set of instructions. The first thing you should note is that there are 7 questions and 10 answers. Unlike other types of matching problems where answers can be used more than once, this type of question wants you to use each answer once or not at all. Thus, you should use 7 of the 10 possible answers, leaving 3 unused. The other difference compared to other elements of the IELTS is that the answers are not in the same order as the text. This is important to keep in mind, as many other reading questions on the IELTS ask questions in the same order as the text, which this does not. Step 2. Read the headings and think about them. While the best strategy for many other reading sections is to begin by reading the text, this is definitely not true for this type of section. Rather, begin by reading the headings. Since this type of question is testing your ability to summarize information, the best thing you can do is to start by reading the summaries and make sure that you understand what they mean.
Let's read the headings together. The exam practice can also be found in the description link down below. We recommend you try to do these questions on your own, then compare answers with us. The text above has 7 sections, A through G. Choose the correct heading for each section from the list of headings below. Select the correct number, 1 through 10, for questions 15 through 21. List of headings. 1. How can reflection problems be avoided? 2. How long should I work without a break? 3. What if I experience any problems? 4. When is the best time to do filing chores? 5. What makes a good seat? 6. What are the common health problems? 7. What is the best kind of lighting to have? 8. What are the roles of management and workers? 9. Why does a VDU create eye fatigue? 10. Where should I place the documents?
For example, let's examine heading I, which reads, How can reflection problems be avoided? There are 2 key words here, reflections and avoided. Reflections means the return of light of sound waves from a surface. So we can infer that a paragraph will need to be talking about light or sound and how it bounces off objects. Additionally, the word avoid means to keep away from or prevent. Thus, we know that we are looking for a paragraph that is talking about preventing light or sound bouncing off objects. Given that not all the headings will be used, there may not be a paragraph like that in the text. However, if there is, we already know the answer. Once you've taken the time to understand each of the headings and write down a few simple notes for yourself, it's time to move on to the next step. Step 3. Read the first sentence in a paragraph and ask yourself if it matches any of the headings. The goal of this section is to accurately and efficiently match headings with paragraphs. About half the time, you won't need to read the entire paragraph to make that happen.
Let's read the first sentence of each paragraph together. A. Sensible work practices are an important factor in the prevention of muscular fatigue, discomfort or pain in the arms, neck, hands, or back, or eye strain, which can be associated with constant or regular work at a keyboard and visual display unit, VDU. B. It is vital that the employer pays attention to the physical setting, such as workplace design, the office environment, and placement of monitors, as well as the organization of the work and individual work habits. C. The typist must be comfortably accommodated in a chair that is adjustable for height, with a backrest that is also easily adjustable, both for angle and height. D. When the keyboard operator is working from a paper file or manuscript, it should be at the same distance from the eyes as the screen. E. While keying, it is advisable to have frequent but short pauses of around 30 to 60 seconds to proofread. F. Generally, the best position for the VDU is at right angles to the window. G. Unsatisfactory work practices or working conditions may result in aches or pain.
In this case, paragraph A only has one sentence, so we'll end up reading the whole thing. To avoid that problem, let's look at paragraph B. The first sentence reads, "It is vital that the employer pays attention to the physical setting, such as workplace design, the office environment, and placement of monitors, as well as the organization of the work and individuals' work habits." From reading that sentence, we know the author is talking about how employers should be an active participant in designing a comfortable work environment. Since we've already read the headings, we know this is similar to heading 8, which reads, "What are the roles of management and workers?" The main difference here is that the paragraph hasn't discussed workers. So what do we do now? Step 4. Skim the rest of the paragraph until you are confident in your answer. Since we're currently guessing that heading 8 matches with paragraph B, it's time to see if we can find the missing detail. To do this, we need to be smart. Rather than read the rest of the paragraph, let's skim it. In doing so, we can quickly spot the word operator used multiple times. Since this is a synonym for worker, we can be confident that headline 8 is the correct summary for paragraph B. However, let's pretend for a second that we were less confident in our answer. In such a case, we could read one more sentence and use that to help us pick a heading. Even if we needed to do this, we could still skip the last sentence in the paragraph, saving us the time required to read and understand it. Before we move on, we should address a myth about this type of question. The myth says that if you get stuck after reading the first line, you should skip to the last line. Do not do this. The words that are the most similar to the headings are often contained either in the first sentence or the middle of paragraphs. Very rarely are they found in the last sentence. Thus, the best strategy is to progress through the paragraph until you're confident in your answer, and then skip the rest. Step 5. Write your answer down and use it to eliminate other possible answers. For some paragraphs, like the one we just examined, the answer will be relatively straightforward if you've already examined the headings and know what you're looking for. However, other paragraphs will leave you stumped. The first and last paragraphs in a reading passage are notorious for this. This is why it's helpful to have 2 lists on your scratch paper. The first one is all the answers you're considering for each paragraph. Use this to keep track of your thoughts as you're reading. The other list should be all the possible headings. In this case, it would be the Roman numerals I through X. As you assign them to a paragraph, cross them off the list. When you've attempted all the paragraphs, go back and check the paragraphs you thought fit with multiple headings. You may discover that you've since found other paragraphs which fit the headings better, leaving you with only one remaining option. Remember, each heading will only be used once, so you can use this to eliminate choices for other paragraphs. I hope you found this overview helpful. Remember, if you want to answer matching heading questions accurately and efficiently, you'll need to understand the type of question, read the headings and think about them, read the first sentence in a paragraph and ask yourself if it matches any of the headings. Skim the rest of the paragraph until you are confident in your answer. Write your answer down and use it to eliminate other possible answers. That's all I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you found this video useful, please give us a like, subscribe to this channel, and share it with your friends. Our sponsor for this video is Helppo, an online tutoring company specializing in connecting students with friendly tutors from top U.S. schools like Harvard University, University of California, Berkeley, and the University of Chicago. If you need help preparing for the ACT, SAT, HKDSE, or IELTS, and others, consider making an appointment at hihelppo.com. Or you can reach out to Helppo's Student Success Team by sending us a WhatsApp message. Links to everything are below in the description. Videos like this wouldn't be possible without the support of the Helppo team. Our scriptwriters include graduates from top schools across the U.S. A special thanks also goes out to the production staff, as they work tirelessly to get the content to you. As always, have a great day, and best of luck on the IELTS!